Let's have a look at creating titles. This could be the title of the film, it could be closing credits, or it could be something that you incorporate within the film itself. So if we go up to the title menu, click on New Title, Default Still. Now it gives you all the video settings relating to the video and the sequence settings that you've got already. Let's call this Opening Title. Click on OK, then it comes up with this window. This is where you can make all your adjustments to the font and the size and various other things. So on the left hand side you have this selection tool and also the type tool. When that type tool is selected, then you can call this, you can type on there. And over here on the right hand side you can make all sorts of adjustments to the font size, the font type. Let's pick just a sort of standard font. If I want to make that smaller, I can just left click and drag that font size up or down, depending on what works for me. Now if I'm happy with the font and the size and so on, I can then click on the selection tool, and then if I can pick that up with the left click and drag that around the screen to wherever I might want to work with it. Something that might be quite useful for you is if you're creating titles on top of video and if you find it distracting, then you can turn the background off or have it on. Depends on what you're trying to do. Okay, so let's imagine that we're happy with our title. Close that down there, and it saves it over here in our project window, which is quite good. It gives us a slightly different icon, and then it behaves just like any other asset, so you can drag that onto your video line 2 if you want it to go on top of your footage. Alternatively, you might want to just have it by itself. So let's say we'll trim it so that it goes off before the footage starts. Okay, so it's just by itself. You can add transitions to these if you want, so you could have it fading in and fading out with a cross dissolve. As this one is quite short, I had to extend it there so that there's enough room for it to cross dissolve, because my default is probably a second or something on my cross dissolve. Now that's just a static title there. So let's have a look at the other options. I'll look at one of the other options, and you can have a look at the crawl option yourself. So a roll option is quite a popular title to create, so let's call that roll title. So what's going to happen with this is you can have it rolling from one part of the screen up or down, whichever way. The normal way is for it to go from the bottom to the top. So actually let's just close that one down, and I don't want to see anything else at the moment, so I'm just going to do that. Default roll, and so this is where I might say directed by, just going to make that smaller. Something like that. I'm going to reposition those so that they're not hanging off the screen there. Now if I come up here, it gives my roll and crawl options, so let's press that, and we see it's going to be a rolling title. Now if we click on start off screen and end off screen, that means it's going to start down here and come on, and go up to there. So let's OK that, and let's close that down, and let's bring it in and see what it's going to actually do. There you go. And if you want to extend that, what that's going to do is it's going to actually slow down the speed of the title. So you can make some adjustments to that.